We have cleaned up the roads. Now Alleppey canals must be cleaned up. Alleppey canals historically have been the nerve system of the city. Now they have all degenerated. Rather than canals, they have become a sewage system, part of the sewage system. The city throws all its waste into the small canals. All the grey and black waste water from the houses and institutions flow into the minor canals, and they finally join the two major canals of Alleppey, Vadai Canal and Commercial Canal, and they are the dirtiest part of the city. Now, future of Alleppey town and tourism in Alleppey town depends how we can clean up this canal system. Now it has two parts. One, cleaning of the main canal. We have already tendered. They are going to build temporary dikes, de-water the canals, then remove the decades of waste from the bottom. Now the sides are then going to be beautified. But as you clean up this main canal, there are about 100 sub-canals which all feed ultimately into the main canal. They will be draining the dirty water into the main canal. So there must be a system by which this is stopped. That the sub-canals, which are virtually the sewage system today, should be cleared. Now we must have a program for that. So we have decided to adopt an anaerobic process as against the aerobic process of the composting system in the solid waste management. The anaerobic process involves creation of baffle reactors where the black water would be taken in, cleaned and then discharged. Now the baffle reactor is nothing but a more elaborate septic tank. So we would advise all the families, even subsidize it, that they convert the pit latrines into septic latrines. And for kind of slum areas and so on where poor aggregate, we'll have baffle reactors, common baffle reactors created. Now, all the grey water will be treated through soak pits. Now, only treated water will be joining the sub-canals. The sub-canals will be divided into a number of canal shed committees, about 100 meters in length. And each canal committee would be in charge of a particular section of the canal, which will be segregated by a sweep, which will allow the water to flow but stop all the solid waste. Now this will help us to identify where the solid waste is being thrown into the canal and eliminate it. And finally, before this water from the sub-canals enter the main canal, we are also thinking of creating constructed wetlands where photogenic treatment of the wastewater would take place. And so after, on the one hand, we shall clean up the main canal, then ensure the sub-canals do not contaminate the main canal anymore. And in this process, we will be creating clean canals once more in Alleppey. Rejuvenation of the canal system in Alleppey, that is central to the urban revival of Alleppey.